Not that I say I'm saved, but do my co-worker know I'm saved, or do my speech betray me?
Jesus.
Huh? Can my co-worker talk to me anytime? Or is my co-worker gonna catch me in the park talking when I don't supposed to talk? Smoking and drinking and cursing and doing everything that I'm just using the park for example, that I don't supposed to do. Sitting in my car doing what I'm supposed to do. I tell you one thing, keep your mouth off the woman and man of God. Do I need to say that again?
Say it again.
Keep your mouth off of the woman and man of God. There are consequences.
Yes.
There are serious consequences.
Jesus.
Serious consequences. When you having your little side conversation, you don't know who's hearing you.
That's right.
You think you're there by yourself, but somebody listening. How many know it's gonna get bad?
Sure will.
How many know it's gonna get bad? I'm gonna tell you something funny. We're gonna move on. Somebody thought I was lying, and they found out the truth. That mother can hear conversations that you think somebody else said something, but mother can hear conversations while you're talking, and I'm not even there. People think it's funny, but it's the truth. And some of you know I'm not lying. That I can hear conversations. God reveals things to me even when I'm not around. I'm telling you, literally, I can tell you verbatimly, how you say it, verbatimly what you're saying. I have seen people places and not ever been in the place physically, but seen them there. And it got to the point, my daughter know I'm not lying, it got to the point sometime, I had got to the point one time where I stopped praying the way I needed to pray, because when I go into my prayer, really go into my prayer closet, too many things will start to be revealed. Family members, people. You know, and you walk up and it's like, wait, how did you know that? You don't know me. And so I had started to quench the Holy Spirit. And it was so, it got, my gift got so, oh my God, it got so up there one time where Tony, and he can tell you this story, used to come over to our house. And I would tell him everything he just got into and what he was about to do. And I got so far in with my brother. My older brother told me, don't tell me no more. Don't even warn me no more. I don't want to know. Isn't that dangerous? You don't want to know? He didn't want to know because it was just that accurate. Is it a comfortable gift? No. Do I love it? No. Sometimes I have to say things I don't like to say. But I love God more than I love y'all.
That's right.
And if y'all don't know I love you by now, you'll never know it. I love God way more than I love y'all. And I just want you to get this thing right. I just want you to love God, not sometimes, but all of the time. How can I tell? Pastor always says you're going to do what's important to you. How can I tell when church is important to you? When I look up at the clock at 11 o'clock and I don't see you in the building. Let me say that one more time.
Yes.
When I look at the clock at 11 o'clock, I don't see you in the building. That tells me that, what, Bernard? God is not important. People in Africa travel miles away. Days, yes. Some of them leave 4 o'clock in the morning, walk to get to church. We got cars to get to church. And still don't what? Get to church. This is all part of your salvation. This is all part of healing and deliverance. This is not to tear you down. We love good, feel-good messages, but we need to be transformed and renewed. Lord, am I doing church right? Am I treating you right? Are you really important to me? You just don't run the church because you're going through. You run the church decided the other day I began to tell Bernard testimony. See, I don't know about y'all. I get excited about your testimony because I know where God brought you from. And this person was going through with her son. I said, honey, let me tell you something. I said, we got a brother in our church. I said, let me roll back the curtains. We got a brother, we got two brothers. I began to talk about Bernard and Milton with this instance. I said, we got some brothers in the church. They didn't always have a place to live. Bernard's testimony is he lived in an abandoned building. And when I saw a guy outside one day picking through the trash and trying to find food, I saw what Bernard was doing. Trying to chase and get the next high. And I said, honey, if he can do it for this one, if he can do it for that one, he can do it for your son. You just pray and believe God and God shall deliver. I said, let me tell you about Bernard now. See, I don't want to dwell on his past. I want to dwell on his future and what he's doing right now. I said, that's a man that used to be. Yes. Not now. Used to be in an abandoned building. That's a man that used to be addicted to drugs. That was a selfish man. Why was he selfish? Because he was thinking about what? Just your next high. You got what I'm saying? Because we get selfish. When we in pain, we don't care about nobody. We need to get rid of this pain. So I said, you know what? God delivered him. And I said, and then the little lady had the nerve to tell me, she says, well, my son having a problem getting a job. I said, he needs to take anything. She says, what you mean? I said, anything. I said, do you think Bernard started off with a good job? Bernard was working in the bread place. You know that? How hot it was in that place? How hot it was in that place? Won't pay you no money? God said Bernard couldn't handle money right then. How in the world are you going to bring somebody that was not completely delivered and give him $100 a day? What is he going to do with that money? He's going right back to where he started from. So he kept tripping and tripping and tripping and tripping. And then God blessed him. When God felt like he was a little stronger, God gave him a different job. Yeah. And he worked that different job. And he worked that different job. And as God found out that he was capable, he blessed him with the job that he is in now. And God said, you know what? Oh, this brother is doing all right. And he had the nerve to start paying his tithes. Don't you know you pay your tithes, your money multiplies?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Pastor often tell you this story, and he's not lying. Kathy, that man was making he went from $26 an hour, General Motors, back down to $8 an hour. But you know what we did? We said, Lord, we're going to trust you for $12 an hour. So we began to pay our tithes on $12 an hour. So then the Lord blessed them with the $12 an hour job. So we began to pay our tithes as if we were making $14 an hour. Could we afford to? No. Could we not afford to? No. We believe in God that this is what we want. Y'all see, here she go about these tithes again. Hey, tithes right into salvation, right? $14 an hour. And oh my God, Tasia, he went up to $16 an hour. We start paying $18 an hour tithes, Mom. He went up to $18. We start paying $20 an hour. Because his goal was to get to $20. So we can pay $20 an hour. So he got to $20 an hour job. But God surpassed that and doubled it because he gave me a $24 an hour job and gave him a $24 an hour job. Didn't God multiply?
Yes, he did.
You can't tell me God ain't good.
Yes, he is.
So I say God knew that Bernard can handle what he has now. So God said, I'm going to bless him now because I know he's not going to squander the money.
Yes.
Now I mean no Bernard cheap.
Yes. Yes, he is.
No, that's a compliment. People look at that as being cheap, but he's being frugal.
That's it.
He's being responsible. His wife picked him, call him cheap, but he's being responsible. There was not one day you don't catch Bernard with something. Don't let him fool you now. He didn't start off that way. But he made up in his mind one day he wasn't going to be broke no more. He made up in his mind one day he's not going to eat out of the garbage no more. He made up in his mind he's not going to beg nobody for nothing no more.
Yes.
When you make up your mind, you transform your mind that God is more important than anything else, what you going to do? Serve him. You going to run and do what? Tell that. Because God is that good. I had another situation where I had to tell Tracy testimony. We don't give up on people in Refuge. I don't know about you. Some people think you got to have everybody in the church perfect. I'll tell you one thing. One thing I did learn, the ones with the arms covered all down here, shoes all tight, pantyhose all the way up to here, them the ones you better watch. They call themselves got their dress wear together, but their hearts are foreign. They're judgmental. They attack people character. The devil is a liar. Any of my young people know anybody that came in here and they were pregnant, they wasn't married, did we slam you down? No. We did what? We loved on you. We did what? We loved on the baby. And I told them, if anybody pick with you, you go tell them, guess what? You're not going to believe this, but my first lady got pregnant twice before she got married. Shut them up. Am I proud of it? No. Do people make mistakes? Yes. A lot of times we so busy looking at the mistakes people made till we forgot to check our own closet.
Yes.
How long did it take you to get out of what you into now?
Yes, Lord.
How long did it take you to have a changed mind? It didn't happen overnight. You kept tripping and stumbling and tripling and stumbling until God got a hold of you and you said enough is enough. And you did what? You changed by the renewing of your mind. Did Pastor Flowers put you out of the church? No. When you fell, what did he do, Bernard? He picked you up, didn't he? When you fell, Milton, what did Pastor do? He picked you up. When you fell, Brother James, what did Pastor do? He did what? Pick you up.
Jesus.
Noreen, what did he do? Noreen reminded me how she started to come to church, and she was high as a kite.
Yes.
I mean, high as a kite. And she said she knew Pastor knew she was high. But you know what he told her, patient? He said, when you coming back to church? He never looked down on her for being high. Because he knows that his pastor told him one day, while he was sitting up here playing the guitar, his pastor told him, and he said, well, the boy ain't saved. He said, and if you sit under the fire, you get burned. It'll catch you.
Yeah.
So he took that same philosophy. You would never see him walk up to you and make you look this small. Never. He'll pray for you. He will pray for you. Our job is to pray for every last one of you. But our job is to do what? Mean for you to get it right. When you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do what? You do better. I'm so sorry I took up so much time. Let me wind it up real quick. When we talked about the Acts of Apostles, and he set the ground, he set the foundation, and isn't it funny that they walked and talked with Jesus all this time and still didn't know him? And he would tell them different things, and they still didn't understand who he was. Then all of a sudden the light came on, and he said, who do men say I am? Who am I to you? And the apostles started naming other people. These are people who walk with him. But Peter says, what did Peter say? Thou art the Son of God. He said, so Peter, whose name was Simon, who he named Peter means rock, I'm going to do what? Build my church where? Come on, y'all know the scripture. Huh? He found Peter. Peter was the quick temper one, remember? Took the sword and cut the ear off. He was the quick temper one, right? But Jesus saw his heart. Jesus knew he could trust Peter. And so that's when the church started. And he said, you know what? I'm going to leave you a comforter. But I don't need you to go out to minister to nobody until it comes.
Yes.
Our job, our problem is we want to minister to everybody, and the Holy Spirit haven't come yet. Come on now. The devil can't deliver the devil. Can he?
No.
The devil can't set free the devil. I say, is that possible? It can't happen. So he says, you know what? I need you to stay there, to remain there until the Holy Spirit comes. And it wasn't just the apostles in the room. How many people was in the room? Give me your test today. How many people was in the room at this time? 120? 120. His mother, Mary, and some other people were in the room. And what happened in the room? Come on, y'all. Holy Spirit came and felt in that place. But before that happened, they became on what? One accord. Things can happen when you come on one accord. Things can happen in your house when you come on what? One accord. Amen. How can you expect your house to get right and you're not right? Amen. I don't know what's going on in my house. Check yourself. And I'm not saying everything's so for you. Don't get me wrong. But the devil can't cast out the devil. If you're not serving God, you can't cover your house. So when you get in a place where you can cover your house and you believe God, God's going to do what? He'll come through. He came through that place, didn't he? Like a mighty rushing wind, and they all spoke in what? A different language. Why was that important? Why was that important? Because there were people on the outside that needs to bear witness of this thing. They thought they were drunk. And then they said, wait a minute, Tasia, you're talking in my language. Ramona, you're talking in my language. And I know you are not from my country. Brother James, you're talking in my language. Can Jesus say to you, John, you're talking in my language. Greg, you're talking in my language. Jal, you're talking in my language. See, we see all these things here, but let's bring them back home to us. Let God understand our language. Can God say that you're my child? Not some things, not when things going wrong, but when things going wrong and when things going right, are you still God's child? Do your reflections still say that? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Can you still say that? Can your landlord say you're a Christian? Can your doctor say you're a Christian? Can Cousin John say you're a Christian? Can Cousin Susie say you're a Christian? Can Cousin Susie say, I saw you at the barbecue, but I didn't know who you were. Girl, I didn't even know you were in church. Because the way I saw you at that barbecue, I didn't realize you were even in church. Oh, girl, I've been in church all the time. But your speech, what? Betrayed you. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm trying to help us. I say us because it started with me first. I'm trying to help us. We all one body. Supposed to be one body, right? And I'm going to bring this to a close because I didn't go nowhere near where I wanted to go to. But I'm going to bring this to a close because I need you to understand one thing. When it comes down to church, Christ is who? Christ is the head. You see this? I need you to look over here. Christ is the head. Do you see his arms? Do you see his arms? Do you see his body? So picture Pastor being in the arms of Christ.